Less than two crew squad. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining me. I hope you had a good weekend. Hope you've had a good start to your week here with Monday. And welcome back to Promise Monday number 9. Almost a third of the way there. Tomorrow marks the third. So I'm very pumped for that. And I'm very excited to be here with y'all. Let me just say hello to the early chatters, memories, Walling, welcome in, repeat responding. Hope you're doing well. Jenna Lee, what's good? Lori, hello. Cab Dash in the building, welcome in. Sal's here. Daisy, hello. Via Bella. We got Kansas, what's up? Rye Guy in the building. We got Musketeer. My migraines almost gone, so my Monday's improving. That's good to know, Walling. Lulu, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Live in the building. Hello, Live AZ. What's good? I was in the midst of the Who Will Be on Survivor 50 pod from July 2024, but I got out to live now instead. Lori, I appreciate that. Also, spoiler alert, I don't do too well in that draft, I don't think, if I remember correctly, but it's fine. The ducky is perfect. Hello, T. Lindy, welcome in. Hey, I'm happy y'all like the duck. The duck is sitting there for now. That's its spot. That wire's the switch. I still haven't moved it. So once that's gone, that area is going to look nice and clean because I was able to move all the wires out of the way from down here. Pat Tad, welcome. Gina, I love shoes. Hello. I love you. Did you make sure you fill out the form I sent you on Twitch Whispers for the giveaway that you won? Red Wings, hello. Chase, what up? HRH Breezy, Doug Dimmadab, hello. Proud Sims watching the draft also. There we go. Thank goodness for Discord, because my phone notification for Twitch have been awful. I have been, it was like yesterday, the day before, I was like, you know what? I know people know I'm going to be live. You know? It's like, I know people are going to know I'm be live because of the Promise One, but I was also like, let me just throw out some socials just in case anyone's going to forget or miss out. But then I realized also, I'd never say what time the next stream is until the end of the stream. So if you missed out, you wouldn't know. But I'm happy to make sure that everyone has pulled up. All right. Terror Teeth, welcome in. Just as long as your kittens don't decide to attack the duck. I don't think they will. They're pretty harmless, our lovely babies. You thought it was spam? Thankfully, it's not. Honestly, thanks. Welcome in. Hello. Yeah, y'all are doing good on time, so feel free to pull up, get your coffees ready. I laid out what the plan is yesterday on stream, but just in case anyone was not here yesterday and needs a little bit of insight on what's happening today, I could definitely provide that. So one of the ideas that was on my list for the hype challenge was I was told to make a competition, make a contest for the viewers. And I thought about a lot of different ways that could go for a long time. Never hit an idea that I thought would be the move at all. So yesterday on the fly, I was like, what is one thing I continuously hear from the squad that they want to get done? They want to see happen? Marbles. Whether or not you are there for Friday nights, people who are there Friday nights want marbles. People who are not there Friday nights would like marbles at other times. So put those two things together. That makes it easy. One step is marbles. But that's not a competition. That's not a competition at all. If anything, that's a bit of a fun little game, an opening ceremony, if you will. So what's the second thing we can add to that? Some stakes. Today, we're going to run marbles. We're going to do a cheeky 3, okay? 3 races, cheeky 3 races. Everyone can participate. Exclamation play when prompted, and you can get in. Welcome in, Lamb Diggity Dang Dog. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Cabdash is watching BB3, but sorry, please decided to pop in. Cabdash, I hope you enjoy BB3 and the rest of the stream. So today, you can exclamation play when prompted to get involved with some marbles. We'll be running 3 races. At the end of the 3 races, it will tell us what the standings are. The top 20 of that standing will be put into a Brantsteele that I will set up, a Survivor Brantsteele. I haven't decided which season yet. And we're going to run that Brantsteele. And the winner of that Brantsteele will get a gift card of their choosing, $25 worth, to whatever they want. Easy, unless it's porn. I am not financing porn for anybody. So $25 gift card to any store or restaurant of your choosing. As long as I can get it online and send it your way, easy done. Let's do that. That is the gauntlet today. That's the competition. So we're going to have fun here today. Do feet pick. Lori, a store or restaurant? That's it. That's it. To be clear. Lovely plan. Happy you like it. Okay, I'm happy y'all like it. What's wrong with porn? Nothing. I just don't want to be your porn accomplice. You know? That's like your own business. I'm not trying to be involved in the business. I'm not a porn financier for anybody. Oh, that's good porn. Where'd you get that? Yeah, I got the hookup from the streamer I know. No, you did not. That is not what's happening. Didn't we say less than 2 merch was also available? Yes, if you would like to opt out of the gift card and go for merch instead, of course. You just let me know what you want. Yeah. Does OnlyFans count as porn? Okay. I wouldn't say it does, but what I will say is I said store or restaurant. So I've become a little more specific since the last time because chat is looking for loopholes, it feels like. So we're not going to do that. And then at some point we'll do the giveaway. And at some point we will do the wheel for tomorrow's stream. See what Tuesday brings to the table. Oh my God. All right. Chat. Don't make me go out of my way to find the goddamn spray bottle and bring it back. Okay? Don't make me do this. Y'all are being filthy. It is 5 p.m. Why are you doing like Chappelle on the main? Why are you doing like Chappelle on the timeline with the filth? It's 5 p.m. It's 5 p.m. chat. Some decorum. All right. So I'm just setting everything up here so that all systems are a go. It's pad at 5 p.m. This is not the pad, and this is not 5. It is 5 p.m. for me, 6 p.m. for some of you, and then 3 p.m. for some of you, which if you're in Europe right now, I accept the little spray bottle questions. I get that. But the rest of you, come on. Let's pull it together. Just kittens. Let's have fun. All right. Let's get marbles going because we have quite a bit to do now. All right. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to switch over the scene here. We're going to go right into marbles because, again, we're doing 3 marble races. Following 3 marble races, we're going to be doing the Brantsteele. I got to set that up, so that'll take a little time. And then we're going to be playing out a Brantsteele. All right, cheeky 3 here, community maps. This feels easy enough to do. You know what? I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to do 4 just because sometimes the third map will be busted. Then we have a backup, you know? All right, easy enough. There we go. All right. Is Monday so a bit confusing for some leading mischievousness? That's fair. All right, chat. The rules are pretty simple for marbles. If you've never done marbles, if you can see people in the chat right now, they're doing exclamation plays. That's all you need to do. Hit exclamation play. Hit exclamation play. And you will see a marble pull up on screen. After that, you do not need to do anything but watch the marbles play out. You can root for your marble, root against your marble. But remember, your participation at the very beginning here could line up for the rest of the evening. If you are looking to or hoping to win a gift card or a prize at the end of this, you are trying to get involved with marbles today for these 3 races, because if you can make it in, you're in that Brantsteele. And no one said anything against me trying to win my own contest. I am a viewer of my own stream, so I'm also participating. I'm also joining the game. So you got to beat me as well to get involved. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Look at Bob in the building. What's up, Bob? All right. All right. Oh, good turnout, chat. And you know what I'm about to say? You see that number over there? 63. 63 participants. I need 6 more of you to hit exclamation play. If you win, we get to pick your $25 purchase. That's not how that works. I get to pick what I buy me. I get to pick my gift card. Actually, you know what? If I win, I'm giving that gift card to Liana.
Look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Nice. Lori gigantifying that emote. Chase, thank you for giving a sub over to Booty Quake. Appreciate that from you. Quake, welcome back into the Lesson 2 crew. How about Mandy picks it for you? Wow, Rob, so you're saying Mandy should pick it? Why not Liv? Why not Liv? Why one mod, not the other mod? Peach Toast, thank you for the 6 month. Peach, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Liv says, why not Liv?
Who would have thought? Not me.
All right, because this is the first race, I am giving you a little more time to set up in case you want exclamation play and you haven't gotten to yet. Because after this race, there's 3 more races, but there's a world where not competing in this one means you don't compete in the, or you won't have a good chance of making top 20. Also, Jill, you asked about my team. Can you remind me who's my team? Because I do not remember. All I know is they're all like new era people. So what have I missed? Nothing yet. Sounds good, Jill. We all know Liana would want Culver's. Hey, if she wants Culver's, she gets Culver's. Easy. All right, chat. 2 more. Let's go. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. I know it's an impromptu marbles and a different marbles than our nighttime, but we can't let the nighttime's crew win, can we? This is the daytime folks right now. Everyone got coffee in them. Everyone's awake. There we go. Susan involved here. All right, one more. One more. So, when's the last time you saw my face while doing marbles? It's been years. It's been years. I've been hitting old school with the marbles for a while now. Coffee at 5 p.m. is wild. Is it, Peach Toast? Okay. If coffee at 5 p.m. is wild, is coffee at 10 p.m. fine? At Caleb, Jesse, Evie, Frankie, Jake, and Venus. Why do I not recall? Franny. That's Franny, not Frankie, right? Listen, honestly, in my heart of hearts, that group of six should be in on Survivor 50. That's a great group of 6 for a returning new era season. Can mods win? Yeah, mods can win if they're partaking, if they're exclamation playing. Absolutely. It all comes down to the top 20. If you're in the top 20, you're in the running. That's it. We've worked the night shift. Well, what about if I stream at 10 p.m.? Is it allowed? All right. Definitely won't be able to sleep if I drink coffee that late. It's a superpower of mine, but I can literally have coffee and then sleep an hour later anyway. The first coffee of the day actually impacts me and gives me that boost I need. Every other coffee after that feels like either placebo or just taste sometimes. All right. We've hit 69. We're proceeding. Good luck, everybody. Gift card should be Applebee's in her honor. All right, let's go. Locking it in. Oh, 70. There we go. Lizzie gets involved under the wire there. Love it. Good luck, everybody. Now you just watch it play out. We'll see how it goes. All right, marbles are moving slow, but remember, you're trying to punch your ticket into the top 20. You're trying to punch your ticket into the top 20 because today, that's what matters the most. You get to the top 20 after 4 races, you are in the Brantsteele, in the running for the prize today. And the title of less than 2 Brantsteele winner. I feel like that's also in contention. It's not just some people would say $25 measly. That's true. But bragging rights goes a long way with me. Take it from somebody who just won a draft where you don't get any prize. All you get is bragging rights. Bye, Ash. Oh my God. First casualty here. Ambi. Okay, we're getting a lot of people exploding here. Into the abyss you go. Sal's here takes the lead over. Can you put her picture so we can see who's leading? Sure. 1 second. 1 second. There. The lead right now is this group here. Okay. Did you really say, can you see who's in the lead only to be in the lead yourself? That seems sneaky. All right. Hey, welcome in. How you doing, Seffi? Totally unintentional. Well, listen, it happens. You got lucky there, but you're also not in the lead anymore now, are you? Oh my God, there's still so many casualties in the back there. Caniac Zach in the lead right now. Kelly Kate is our latest casualty. Caniac Zach, not bad today. Nice to catch you live. Hey, appreciate that. Hope everything's been good with you. Have you been streaming? How have your streams? How have your streams been? If you're still streaming, or if you've still been streaming, rather. Honestly, things stuck in the middle. Doug Dimmadab with the open route here. Zach trying to keep the lead, and loses it too. Doug Dimmadab. This reminds me of the Mario Kart last time with you and we had a lot of fun doing Mario Kart. I'm not going to lie to you. Mario Kart was great. Now for a little while, thinking of streaming some web fishing soon. Sounds good. That's the thing I do love about streaming. Even if anyone takes a break or a hiatus, the door's always open to come back at any given time. All right, I'm going to switch music. Sorry, chat. I'll keep this for now. Yeah, Mario Kart was a good time. You're calling the Lost Souls that didn't make it. All right, well, Doug Dimmadab, Rye Guy, Walling, Zach, Victoria, Rob 2Bs, Honestly Thinks, Lamb Diggity Dang Dog, Miss Nikki, and Peach Toast, and AJ Daniels are in the points at the very least here. Lizzie looking to get involved because I think like the top 13 or so do get some kind of points. Lizzie gets some points now. Lizzie was the last one to join too. Everyone else, the Doomph meter's coming in hot. Arabin getting in. Looks like if I could get some points if I make it here, that would be huge, but I'm running against the clock and that's not a good sign. But this could be helpful for me. I could get some points here, but also I could just be the last one to not get points. But only 14 people, 15 people completing it. Oh my God, come on. Don't Doomph on me. Come on. I made it. Oh my God, I made it. World record. Oh my, this could be huge. So usually in marbles, when there's a world record, the points are higher. Okay, so it's off season, meaning all that matters is making top 10. So it makes point keeping easier. What it doesn't help is me being 14th means nothing. But top 10 matters. So good thing there's 4 maps to go. It makes point keeping easier. Top 10 is all that matters. But the good news right now is only 10 people got points and at all. And even one race is all it takes. So exclamation play. There's 3 more races to go. You still have a shot. I still have a shot. We all have shots. We can still make this happen, chat. And chat, while we're here, nothing in the rules that says we can't have a conversation. What's been your favorite stream of Promise Month so far, 9 days in? What's been your favorite? Lizzie, thank you for the 25th month. Appreciate you. Welcome back in to the Less Than 2 crew. Oh, Chow. Chow is in here. Welcome in, Chow. This just started. Can I do a quick recap of them? Let's see if I can remember them. Which, by the way, we're starting soon. So join now or forever hold your peace. Okay. So day 1, what did we do day 1? We did Goose Goose to kick things off. Day 2, Oh, day 2 was Bean Boozle. Day 3 was Will You Press the Button. Day 4 was Amazon stream. Day 5 was my eyebrows being done by Liana. Day 6 was the pad. Day 7 was supposed to be Mario Kart, but was only Blood on the Clock Tower because that was very taxing. Day 8 was Mario Kart. We're here for day 9. Nailed it. All right, 69 of you in here. I'm hitting start. Good luck, everybody. Amazon shopping. Okay, I haven't watched them all, but I love the fact that they are early in the evening so I can join in. Love that. Seeing Leon's been great. Caught the makeup on live, so I'll say that. B-Boozle was very fun on a VOD watch. Happy to hear that as well. I've enjoyed every day. Thank you, Canada Biscuits. They've all been fun, but I think Amazon was my favorite. Okay. Amazon or eye makeup? Okay. Amazon stream or Mario Kart? Okay. I see Mario Kart, I think was, to me, is the biggest surprise so far because I genuinely thought that went well. Did you watch the Timberwolves versus OKC? Which game? Which one? We're talking game 3? Because yes. Love Survivor Talk during pad. That was a good time too. Sometimes we get lucky with the pad chat or we just have a topic that comes in immediately. And in this instance, it was Survivor 50 stuff. Game 3, I did watch it and I loved it. It was very, very satisfying. This one of the pad is the only 2 I could make. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Chad, have you been here for 1 or all 9? I appreciate it all the same. I really can't thank you enough for making this happen. And those of you that are watching the VODs, I appreciate you as well. I'm happy you're enjoying the streams after the fact at your own time, your own pace, you know? Catching up some on the VODs. Oh, hey, welcome in, Melissa. Pad's about to get taken over by Big Brother very soon. This is very true. This is very true. My Switch is charged up this time and ready to go. When we do it the next time, we all got to be ready. My controllers need to be charged. Ambi, are you just going to win this? Uncontested. Miss Nikki, no! Miss Nikki went for the skip but missed it. Yeah, you just need to be top 10 now. There's like no... Oh my God, why are people dropping? Yeah, this is a very unforgivable map by the looks of things. Oh, Ambi is slowing down for the first time this race, opening the door for Genrads, who does take over. Ambi, slow down. Oh, HH Breezy said, listen, I'm going to beat you, but oh, I'll give you a push, and then fell behind themselves. She was cool on the pad, was watching the... Okay, yes. Getting to talk to Chappelle was a good time as well that night. We called quite a few people that night. Ambi has taken the lead back over and has won. Congratulations to Ambi. All right, that looked like a interesting ending there. Okay. Congratulations, Ambi, on your win. As you can see, this is the group of 10 that have gotten points. What's worth noting is only one person has been in the top 10 twice, and that's Rye Guy with 9 points in the first race, 2 points here. But the field is very much wide open as we go to the next map. Not looking great. You never know. You just need one time, one opportunity. Can I move my camera to the left so we can see the dumps? Nah, it's fine. You don't need to see the dumps. You don't. If someone dumped, I'm protecting them from finding it out, you know? I'm protecting you from pain. At least that's the way we're seeing it right now. And then after this, today, I have a podcast that I'm recording 90 Day with Annabelle, so that's going to be fun. Today, we set up the grill and grilled for the first time, which I would say was a huge success. I fear what grilling is going to do to me. I think I'm going to be very much into this activity. The act of grilling was very fun. I almost felt like instinctually I knew what to do at this grill. What did we grill? Lots of veggies, a couple steaks. I put a couple chicken drumsticks down just to make sure we know how to cook them, which we did. Spoiler alert. And to end things off, a little burger. What type of grill? What are the types of grill one can have? Have you made a neighbor grilling? You know what's funny? We didn't see any neighbors out, which I was surprised by. Oh, charcoal. Charcoal. Nothing comes between a man and his grill. All right, 73 of you in here. Okay, we're really going for this. Let's go, chat. Yeah, we did tomatoes, onions, peppers, mushrooms, eggplant. Was that all of them? I feel like I'm missing one. But yeah. How are we liking Minnesota? Very happy. Very happy with the move. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a great time. Kansas is in the lead. Rye Guy once again trying to go for points here and could be successful, but Kansas right now has some competition right behind. Oh, right over the snowman. Easy done. Pat Tad is the first one out. Did you make potatoes? We did not do potatoes. And he's like grilled tomatoes. Honestly, Stephanie, game changer. Absolutely incredible. Okay, we're still losing people in the back. Also, I hate the doom and gloom chat. I don't think I'm qualifying for this Brantsteele on a personal. I don't think it's happening. But the equalizer here has opened the door with 5 people now in the first batch. Oh my God, is everyone else in the second batch? It's like half the lobbies in the second batch. Okay. How does it feel living in a house instead of an apartment? Amazing. I was talking about this with Leon. I was like, if we ever have to go to an apartment after 1 month of doing non-apartment, I think it's gonna be a tough relearn of how to live that life. Is Owie in the lead? Owie is in the lead. Oh, but Owie's getting equalized a little bit, but not little enough. Owie is your winner. Congratulations. Congratulations are in order as everyone else is going down on a slower path. Owie has already completed the race and started the Dumpf, which kind of wild when you think about it. If not enough people, if no one else finishes this and just Owie does, that's huge for Owie and awful for everybody else. $30 seconds for that Dumpf to happen. So T-Lindy punches a ticket into the next round or into the next race. Miss Nikki, Jill, Melissa, Lizzie, Kansas, 3 more spots open. Respawning, Jordan and Ambi have locked them up though. Everyone else, we're about to either Dumpf or get 0 points. I'm not getting into the branch with only 1 match done. Absolutely false. One win is all it takes. This is true with a cheeky 10. This is true with a cheeky 3, cheeky 4 even. 10 points and you could be in the running. You just have to make top 20. Just top 20. And right now, even if someone won 3 races, their max points are 30. No one has won 3 races, let me tell you. So anyone can win. All right. Let's go to the last one. Guardian Glorious Beauty. Now, if I somehow win this and make it to the top 20, people will yell rigged because it was supposed to be 3 races and now it's 4. But yeah. Could you tell us your pros and cons of Minnesota and Connecticut and or which ones you like better so far? I mean, 1 month is truly not enough time for pros and cons. It really isn't. Like my things that I like versus things I don't like has not changed from the beginning from the first time y'all asked about it on the pad. Because again, it's not been a lot of change, not a lot of time for there to be change, you know? All right, this is the last race, chat. Exclamation play to get in. But out the gate, I think a lot of it has to do with like apartment living versus house living. Because again, most of my time is spent at home because I work from home. No. It's been 4 the whole time, Rob, but it was going to be, I said a cheeky 3 at the beginning and then I put 4. All right. I'm going to get the countdown going, Chad. Good luck. Let's do this. All right, here we go. Here we go. This looks to be a very even race right now. But Ryguy just scooping up the points. And honestly, this is good. If you don't have points yet, you want Ryguy to win. Because Ryguy has been in the top 10 twice now. And a third top 10 for Ryguy means more. Your points could be enough to put you in the top 20. But right now, Jill is in the lead. Quite a few people in the running. RHAP fan is not taking over. Daisy, where'd you come from? But Daisy is in the lead now, as everyone else tries to catch up. This looks to be one of the shorter maps. I can see the end. It's near, but not near enough. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, sounds good, Sparrow. I got you. Daisy has won. Congratulations. RHB fan gets the second place. Rob 2Bs gets involved. Pat Tad Memories. I Love Shoes. Totally Funkless. Susan, AJ, and Jabina round out the top 10. All right. All right. I can't help but feel like what it would look like if there weren't seasons disabled and we got points, but it's fine. We'll be okay. We shall be okay. What I should do is get a document open because I need to write down who's in the top 20 so I can put them in the Brantsteele. We have to do this again when the season is active. I don't know about all that. I mean, we're going to do it on the pad. Every Friday we get it done. Or not every Friday, let me not lie. But every Friday we try to. All right, chat. Let's see what the top 20 looks like. Let's see what your cast is for this Brantsteele that we're running. Ambi is in as part of the top 3, as is Rob with 2Bs, and Memories also. Congratulations. There we go. So your top 20, in no particular order, I'm going to go backwards though, is Lizzie 22, Reality Alley, you've got Victoria Worley, you've got a Melissa M. Elliott 97, we've got Pat Tad, we've got Caniac Zach, we've got Ash 314, we have Days Brady Pats, SL Walling, The Real Genrads, we have RHAP Fan 2020, we've got Miss Nikki, Niner, and then we got T Lindy, we got Doug Dimmadab, we got Owie in here as well. And then in the top 5, we have Ryguy, who accumulated points from a couple of games there. We have Daisy, who also accumulated points out of 2 games. Ambi, who did the same. And then Rob with 2Bs and Memories. Yeah, very competitive. When you look at the top 5, they're all like a point apart. All right, there we go. We got it done. Okay, I'm sorry. It took a time to write everyone down. All right. Some honorable mentions to Lulu, who had 5 points. I Love Shoes, who had 5 points in 21 and 22. Unfortunately, maybe in the future, if Survivor 50 rumors are to be true, we will have 24 template Survivor game to put y'all in. But for this time, I must say, this is the group that will be running this race. If anyone was asking, I finished 36 despite playing all 4. I got 0 points. and the game put me at 36. So that was never going to happen. Okay. Now we can go back here. All right. Now we go back here. And now I need to figure out which template we're going to run for Brantsteele. So Brantsteele is a simulation that, once again, similar energy to marbles. Y'all just have to watch it play out. We have fun with it. We see how it goes. As far as Survivor simulators go, I want a 20 cast for a 20 cast simulation for this. So I'm looking at some of the later seasons that have 20. That could be the move. Easier done. I could go for like a heroes villains. I could go actually. Wait. I think I know which one I want to go for. I'm going to go for second chances. Cambodia second chances. That's the one I'm going for. And I am going to go ahead and do this a very fair way. And what do I mean by fair? What I mean is I'm going to go ahead and put all your names on a wheel. I'm going to put all your names on a wheel. Whichever name pulls up, that name is the one that gets the cast, the cast person on that cast. Meaning okay, I'm going to actually share a screen for this one. Okay, hold on. So when I go to edit cast on this Brantsteele, for example, the first name in that cast is Andrew Savage. You're going to have Andrew Savage's likeness if you are the first person who appears on that wheel. Does that make sense? That way it's fair. No one can be like, why'd I get this person? You just got unlucky. That's all it was. You know, that's all it was. So that's what I mean. All right, there we go. Okay. So let me just go ahead and get the wheel ready so that y'all can see that. And then as the person happens, I will tell you who that person correlates with for the avatars. Okay. Here we go. We do this. And then we don't need it to be all that big. So we go here. And then we go here. Okay. There we go. So 20 names on this wheel over here. And 20 members of Survivor Cambodia to sort y'all into. Now, Andrew Savage is the first name on this cast, which means whoever this lands on, Andrew Savage is the avatar you are playing in this. So I'm going to change Andrew Savage's name and nickname to your name. Congratulations to RHAP fan 2020. You are Andrew Savage. Pixie6, welcome in. All right. Easy pickings. All right. High choice. And we spin again. Next person is going to be Sierra Easton. Big move, Sierra. Who are you going to be represented by? Looks to be locked in. It is M. Elliott, Melissa Elliott. You will be the Sierra Easton of the cast. Now, this next one could be heavily sought after by a lot of people. We have got Jeremy Collins. That is the next person. Who is going to be Jeremy Collins in this cast? That honor will go to SL Walling sniping the Jeremy pick under the wire there. And this was listen, I know, Melissa, you said no. RG fans, that could have been Jeremy. Listen, the three of you should be happy. The next person on the list is going to be represented by Joe Anglem. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, Lizzie, congratulations. You are represented by Joe Anglem in this Brantsteele. All right. All right, here we go. Lizzie is on the cast. And now we move on to Cass McQuillan, aka Chaos Cass, represented by Rocco Rosie, you're not that late. You're still here right on time, ish. Ambi, congratulations. You are the Chaos Cast of the group. So go ahead, copy paste you over here. The next person, oh God, hold on, sorry, I messed up okay, the next person is a personal favorite of mine. Who will be representing Keith Nail in this competition? Are only 18, nope, it's 20 people on the in the cast. Victoria Worley is representing Keith Nail. All right. Who will be represented by Kimmy Kappenberg? That's going to be Daisy. You are the Kimmy Kappenberg of this Brantsteele today. All right, we're almost done this tribe here. The next one will be Monica Padilla. And Monica Padilla is going to be T. Lindy. All right, T. Lindy here, T. Lindy here. All right, and now we got a big one, folks. We've got Stephen Fishback, the author himself. And that representation is going to be from Ash. Ash will be representing Stephen Fishback here. All right, perfect. We'll hit you with a copy and then hit you with a paste here and here. And the last person in this tribe is going to be representing Tasha Fox. Which, by the way, I'm going to be hitting random a bunch. So these are not going to be the starting tribes by any means. But for right now, they are exactly as such. Rob with 2 B's is going to be Tasha Fox. All right. We're halfway there on the sorting ceremony. The next person is going to be Abby Maria Gomez. And that honor goes to Doug Dimmadab. Doug Dimmadab is going to be our Abby Maria. And now we have arrived at another one that you do not want. So if you've survived this late into this pick'ems, this is the one you're sweating it out for the most. And that is going to be Jeff Varner, who is unfortunately going to be in this pot. And that is going to be... Oof. You know, maybe it is a blessing that it's somebody who has no idea what Survivor is. Owie, do not look up who this is. Protect your peace. Your life will be fine. Because, oof. All right. All right. Let's move on to Kelly Wentworth. Kelly Wentworth, very highly sought after by a lot of people. And that is going to be going to... Ooh, Miss Nikki almost had it, but the real Jen Rads is going to be the Kelly Wentworth of the group. But have no fear, there is another Kelly up for grabs here in the form of Kelly Wigglesworth. I cannot believe they put these two in the same starting tribe. Wentworth and Wigglesworth and both Kellys. Make it make sense. All right. And now, well, Miss Nikki almost had Kelly Wentworth, but will be taking in Kelly Wigglesworth here. All right. There we go. And there we go. And then one more edit I have to do here is do that here. Okay. All right. Who's going to be the PG of the group? Pat Tad will be the PG of the group. All right. Pat Tad is the PG. All right, we can move on into the next one. And who's going to be the Shireen here? Rye Guy is going to be the Shireen of the group. Oh my God. Can I copy paste properly? There we go. 4 more to go. 3 more spins to determine everything here. And Spencer Bledsoe is the next one here. And Spencer Bledsoe is going to be represented by Caniac Zach. Caniac Zach is the Spencer Bledsoe. The next one, drop the Terry. It's Deets. Who has the Deets? And that is going to be Reality Alley. Is the Terry Deets. All right. We are left with 2. One of you is about to be Vetus. The other is about to be Woo. All right. Whoever it lands on first, that's Vetus. The remainder that remains is Woo. Memories, you are the Vetus. All right. Vetus for you. Which means of the 19 spins we did, Days, Brady, Pats, you have landed yourself in the spot of Woo. And that is done. I make that a submit. Error, the full name for team number 1. Member number 2 contains invalid characters. Okay, so I'm learning that I can't put underscores. Make nicknames the same as names. Let's do that. All right, member, team 2, member 1. All right, no underscore again. Say less. We can make that happen. Easy. All right, member number 4, 5, 6 of team 2. 4, 5, 6, also underscores. All right, a lot of underscores in the community. Okay, we'll remove those. Don't worry about a game. Please don't get mad at us. All right, and then team 2, member 1 contains invalid characters. Okay, I just fixed that one, though. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to hit submit now. There we go. Perfect. All right, first thing I'm going to do actually is save this. LT2. All right. All right, perfect. I'm just going to save these details just so I have them in case for some reason the link goes down or something happens. We can use this to get back in to the simulation. All right, thank you for that. We no longer need this, but I will be switching over to my browser in a second. Am I Jeff Probst? I mean, I didn't make it in, so yeah, I guess so. I guess you could say that. All right, where were we? Okay. So allow me to get here. Oh, first I'm going to close this. Then I can leave this over here and close that. All right. And then be here. All right, chat. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go full screen with browser. Okay. I am not here, but hello. I am actually here. What's up? And then for this one, I do that. I do that. And then I go here. Boom. There we go. All right. As you can see, everyone's names are there. They're here. They're ready to go. Now, we're going to do 2 things. Okay. Number 1, we're keeping logic. We're keeping event status pages. That's easy. We are going to just shuffle the tribes. Shuffle the tribes once. Shuffle the tribes twice. Shuffle the tribes 3 times. 4. And my favorite number, 5. Okay. Then we're going to hit resimulate once. Boom. All right. This is the starting tribes now. I've shuffled. We're ready. Let's get this going and see how this plays out. Good luck, every participant here, and may we have a fun season with lots of twists. Ooh, display options. Hold on. Streamer mode disabled. What does streamer mode do? Enabled. Let's try that. See how that goes. Tribe colors, yep. Status page off. Relationship, reasoning and targets off. You know what? Let's leave that on. I'm curious what that'll do. Maybe that'll be boring and we'll just keep skipping it. That's fine. All right. All right. Let's start this now. Everything else can be included. Let's go. All right. First of all, Takeo wins reward. So this group over here, they got reward. They got a bag of rice. We don't care about that though. Who got immunity? And no one found the idol. Okay. No one found the idol. Okay. This tribe wins immunity. Okay. So Kaniak, Zach, Miss Nikki, RHAB fan, Walling, Victoria, Genraz, Daisy, Ambi, Rye Guy, and Jill are safe from going to tribal. So the events of the day, Allie's impressing the rest of the team. Doug Dimmadab and Allie have a bit of a disagreement. That's going to last a long time. Meanwhile, you've got Memories targeting Allie because Memories considers Allie a challenge liability. Awie's targeting Ash because Ash is a challenge liability to Awie. Melissa is targeting Rob. Melissa has a slightly negative opinion about Rob and considers her a little weak. All right, Allie's challenge liability. And then T. Lindy and Ash have a finalized alliance. T. Lindy and Ash locking up a final 2. All right, meanwhile, on this end, Jill finds the idol. So now Jill has an idol and living a good life. RHAP fan has a major problem with Rye Guy. Daisy's resting at camp. And Walling is injured, but gets treated and thankfully can stay in the game. Now we go to Tribal Council. It's time to vote. First vote. 1 vote Ash. T. Lindy. That's 1 vote Ash, 1 vote T. Lindy. That's the final 2 that got formed, no? T. Lindy. That's 2 votes T. Lindy. 7 votes to go. Tied once again. 2 votes T. Lindy, 2 votes Ash. 3 votes Ash, 2 votes T. Lindy. That's 4 votes Ash, 2 votes T. Lindy. That's 5 votes Ash. It's not looking good for Ash here, let me tell you. And first person voted out of Survivor Cambodia is Ash. That's 6. That's enough. It was 8-2. 8 for Ash, 2 for T. Lindy. Ash, the tribe, has spoken. All right. So Ash voted T. Lindy and Allie voted T. Lindy. Everyone else voted Ash. Bit of a straightforward first boot here. Apologies to Ash, but the tribe has spoken and we must proceed to the next round. Okay. Now in the next round, Lizzie finds the idol. So now Lizzie has an idol and Jill has an idol. Wu and Joe Anglem on either side. We go into the immunity challenge and Takeo wins immunity. Jill finds the idol and Lizzie does not. Oh my God, I forgot. So in Cambodia, they got clues to the idol. And in order to get the idol, you had to go for the idol in public at the immunities. So Jill gets the idol there. Lizzie does not get the idol. Lizzie does not go for the idol or couldn't get it. So that idol is not there. Opening the door for Reality Alley to look and find the clue for the idol. So I messed up. I missed reading the word clue in all of these so far. So Allie now has the clue to the idol here. Melissa and Rob find something in common. Doug Dimmadale and Memories have a small fight, but a big alliance of 5 has now formed on this beach with Awie, Melissa, Rob, Pat Tad, and Reality Alley in one alliance. And you know what? This individual targets thing, if it's all going to be challenge liability stuff, we can just skip through it. And immediately, this alliance has said they would like to vote out Doug Dimmadab. So Doug Dimmadab and Memories are the 2 people that are being targeted in this tribe. So there you go. Doug Dimmadab and Memories. One of you could be going home here. If I remember who goes to tribal though. So Ambi has a meltdown. Kaniak Zach impresses the rest of the team and now is in an alliance with Walling, Victoria, Ambi, and Daisy. Lovely stuff. All right. So if we are to believe what was said about the targets, we're looking at Doug Dimmadab and Memories being your 2 targets here. But let's go to Tribal Council. First vote, Doug Dimmadab. All right, 1 vote Doug Dimmadab, 1 vote Memories, 7 votes to go. That's 2 for Doug Dimmadab. We are tied again. 2 Doug Dimmadab, 2 Memories, 5 votes to go. 3 Doug Dimmadab, 4 votes to go. Oh, repeat of last time for Doug Dimmadab, 3 votes to go. And the second person voted out is Doug Dimmadab, 88. That's 5. That's enough. 7 votes for were counted for Doug Dimmadab, 2 for Memories. This tribe has now lost 2 people back to back. Let's see who voted for not Doug Dimmadab. One was from Doug Dimmadab themselves. The other from T. Lindy, who now could potentially be in the bottom of the alliance as a result of doing so. So we'll see. Doug Dimmadab, the tribe has spoken. Apologies. You know, you tried. You got this far. But you must go home. And the game must go on. We are now at the final 18. And uh-oh, there's a twist. Oh, we're going to have 3 tribes now. Jeff Probe Summer out there said, yes, we're back to what I love. 3 tribes of 6. Woo! And here are your new tribes. Now, none of this is going to make sense because it's going to be a lot to try and piece together. But let's see how this plays out, shall we? So first of all, from the original Takeo Alliance, Caniac, Zach, and B are together. And that's it. Everyone else kind of on an island alone. In the Takeo tribe, there's 3 people that are working together, and Ali, Rob, and Melissa. That could prove to be very helpful. In the Angkor tribe, the brand new tribe that was made, Daisy, Victoria, and Walling are from an alliance working together. Aoi is on an island. Time for immunity. Bayonne wins. Takeo wins, which means Angkor, that brand new tribe, is going to be going to tribal. Reality Alley also does not find an idol. Let's proceed. Pat Tat finds the clue, has to find it at the next challenge. Jill does have the Takeo idol, though, and Lizzie and Pat Tat bond strongly. Good for them. Aoi leaves this alliance, even though I'm pretty sure everyone else in this alliance is not on your tribe. Aoi said, I'm leaving because I'm not there. Whatever. Then you go to Angkor. This is the tribe going to tribal. Aoi and Memories bond slightly there. Has lasting impact. This alliance dissolves completely somehow, and a new one is formed with Aoi, Memories, Walling, Victoria, and Daisy. That leaves one person out of this tribe. Who's the one person left out? Genrads. Oh my god. Yep, it's not looking good. It's Genrads. Genrads is probably gonna go home here. Let's see how this plays out. All right, 1 vote Walling. And just like that, by a vote of 5-1, Genrads gets taken out. Wild thing for these 3 to do is align with 2 people from the other tribe, but Genrads was just too big a threat for them. So Genrads is out and out. So we'll see who voted for who. Shocker. Genrads voted for Walling. Everyone else voted for Genrads. Let's proceed. Bit of a straight easy votes here. No ties, no closeness. We're hoping the season picks up some. But for now, we can proceed to the next round. All right. All right. We know who has the idols and who has the clues. Nothing has changed here. Daisy finds the clue, but has to find the idol at the next immunity challenge. Let's see how that goes. Takeo wins reward. Bayonne wins reward. Again, Angkor just sucking. But winning immunity, that's what matters more than anything. Meanwhile, Pat Tat does find the idol. And that could come in handy because Pat Tat's tribe is going to tribal. So that could be very clutch there. Daisy, however, does not find the idol. And now this tribe, with Jill and Pat Tat both having idols, 2 out of 6 people in this tribe have idols. They're going to tribal council. Let's see how that pays off. We've got Jill, Pat Tat, RGA Fan, and Lizzie forming an alliance. These 2 could just hold on to their idols here if they would like to. By the looks of it, we've got RGB Fan targeting Ambi. Ambi's targeting RGB Fan. Caniac Zach is targeting Jill. So there are 3 people, but Ambi looks to be, I think, the majority votes here. So unless something changes, I think Ambi is going to be cooked. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, meanwhile, in the other tribes, though, we've got Pat Tat leaving this alliance, and then a new one being formed with Melissa, Miss Nikki, Rob, Reality Alley, and T. Lindy. Big alliances can help you big time right here. Daisy has the idol clue for the next time, and has the, that's the idol clue. Never mind. All right, so this alliance dissolves, and now there's a final 3 of Memories, Aoi, and Victoria. So Victoria, for some reason, defected from Daisy and Walling, leaving them on an island to make a final 3 with the other two players. Okay. All right. Let's see how this plays out now. If anyone has any immunity idol, Pat-Tad does use the idol. Any votes casting at Pat-Tad will not count. First vote, Caniac Zach. Second vote, Ambi. 4 votes left. That's another vote for Caniac Zach. 3 votes left. Ambi gets another vote. That's 2-2. Ambi gets a third vote. Are we going to get a tie? Oh my God, we are getting a tie. Final vote count was 3 votes Caniac Zach, 3 votes Ambi, and there is a tie and a revote. Those in the tie will not revote unless one vote. No one received votes on the original vote. Okay. First vote, Ambi. Ambi, that's 3. That's enough. Final vote was 4 votes Ambi. They went all in on the making sure an idol wasn't played and then revoted to Ambi on the way out there. Unfortunately, Ambi, your time has come to an end, but you fought hard and you were very close to surviving that vote. All right, let's move on to the next one, shall we? And that is back over here. Pat-Tad finds the clue again. Pat-Tad just used an idol and now has the clue for the next idol. Just luck striking twice here for Pat-Tad. Meanwhile, we can proceed and see what's going on in other places. So this group, these 3 have a final 3 and a alliance of 5. So I would expect to see Ali, Robotubies, and Melissa in here for a hot minute. Anyway, in the other tribes here, there is that final 3 here, but Daisy has an idol that could disrupt the whole situation. We go into a reward challenge, and let's see. Angkor wins the reward. Takeo wins the reward. They win rope and tarp. We go to the immunity. You've got Angkor winning the immunity, Takeo winning the immunity. Daisy does find the idol, which could be huge for down the line. And Pat-Tad does find another idol. And Pat-Tad going to second tribal in a row with an idol. You love to see it. So we'll go back to this group. What are they thinking? Caniac, Zach, and RHB fan have a bit of a fight. Caniac Zach, though, is looking to get Pat-Tad out. Lizzie is looking to get Caniac Zach out. So Caniac Zach looks to be the target for these 4. And this is the final 2 targets. Why is Jill part of the final target when Jill wasn't even brought up till now? I don't know. Anyway, we can move on. All right. Reality Alley, though, says, listen, life is too easy in a group of 5. I want some struggle. I'm leaving the alliance for no reason. All right, good luck. And here you got Victoria and Daisy having a big fight. Could have a lasting impact. All right. Groups of 5. Let's see how this plays out. No one uses their idols. First vote, Caniac Zach. 1 vote for Jill. That's enough. Caniac Zach, very easy vote for them, as Caniac Zach has been taken out of the game. And we are back to easy votes here by the looks of things. So let's continue this and see how it goes. All right. So there's 4 people left on this tribe and 2 idols. No, 5 people left on this tribe, 2 idols? I don't. Okay, let me just proceed. I feel like some of these alliance things, we've just seen them. We can move on. Angkor wins, Takeo wins, sending Bayonne back to tribal council here. Yep, it is 4 people left. I believe it's 4 people, and it's 4 people in that alliance. And 2 of them have idols. RHAP fan, though, does leave the alliance completely. Pat-Tad is now targeting RHAP fan. RHAP fan is targeting Pat-Tad. And the rest of them want RHAP fan out. So for some reason, the game said also Lizzie is a target when Lizzie was brought up by nobody. So I have a feeling, RHB fan, your time is about to be done in this game. Melissa and Miss Nikki have a fight on the Takeo tribe. And on this tribe, Victoria and Daisy have bonded now. And Aoi and Daisy have had a bit of a fight. So yeah. Anyway, we proceed. And we check out what's going on here. Pat-Tad has an idol. Jill has an idol. And no one uses their idols. Pat-Tad gets 1 vote. RHB fan gets 1 and 2 and 3. RHB fan is out. Yeah, that was the most obvious boot you could have imagined seeing. RHB fan leaves with little fanfare here in this group, leaving a tribe of 3 that has 2 idols in it. Wow. So if they go to tribal one more time, Lizzie, you just have to walk off. You can't stay there anymore, apparently. So this is what the makeup is, but fear not, we have another tribe swap coming. So we have 2 tribes now. The tribes are being formed. There you go. All right, off first glance, Daisy is on. Okay, So Pat Tad and Jill stayed together, meaning their two idols are still in that group of 7. And on the other side, Daisy has an idol. So let's see how this plays out. So in this group, yeah, you have this alliance of 3 in this tribe together. Miss Nikki, Robatubies, and T. Lindy. You have to imagine they're going to have most of the power here. Meanwhile, on the Takeo tribe, you have a very balanced, like 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. But these 2 have idols. So it could come at a huge cost of everybody else. Bayonne wins the trip reward. And Bayonne wins the immunity, meaning those 2 idols are going to come into play at the other camp. So T. Lindy leaves this alliance and forms a final 2 with Miss Nikki. Says, listen, you and I, we're what matters in this alliance. Miss Nikki said, okay, sounds good to me. And then on this side, you have Jill and Pat Tad with idols. Reality Ad impressing the team, but Memories and Allie having a bit of a fight. Jill leaves this alliance with Lizzie, Jill, and Pat Tad. Melissa works hard at camp. Owie wants Melissa out. Memories wants Allie out. Melissa wants Pat Tad out. And Reality Allie wants Memory out. Oh my God, there's so many fucking targets. Okay, so the final 3 targets, allegedly, are Pat Tad, Melissa, and Memories. Okay? So there's a lot happening right now. Let's just get to the vote and see who goes home. All right. Jill has an idol. Pat Tad has an idol. If anyone has an idol, they want to use it, now is the time to do so. Jill plays her idol on Owie. Out of nowhere, but okay, sure. Any votes cast against Owie will not count. Pat Tad, meanwhile, has elected to not use the idol. First vote, Memories. That's 1 vote, Memories. Second vote, Melissa. That's 1 vote, Melissa. 2 votes, Melissa. 2 votes, Memories. 3 votes, Melissa. 2 votes, Memories. And the 7th person voted out is Melissa Elliott, 97. That's enough. 5 votes, Melissa. 2 votes, Memories. And Jill burning the idol on Owie. All right. The 2 people that voted out Memories were Melissa and Reality Alley. Okay. And the majority alliance had it locked down. All right. And that brings us down to the merge, chat. We're at the merge now. We are at the merge. Anything can go down here. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? We will find out. But one thing's for certain. You are dateable because you made the merge. Congratulations. Meanwhile here, Daisy does have an idol. Pat Tad has an idol. There's 2 idols. And so with 2 idols and a bunch of little alliances, no big alliance, anything can happen, truly. No one, Miss Nikki has 2 final 2s, but everyone else either has 1 alliance or no alliances. Actually, Miss Nikki and Rob with 2 Bs have 2 alliances, I should say. All right. Let's go. Rye Guy, after a silent pre-merge, gets an immunity. Congratulations, Rye Guy. You have Owie and Miss Nikki bonding. Owie is targeting Daisy. Reality Alley okay, this I'm going to yada yada for now, chat, because it's so unknown. And also, I feel like a little more suspense is added if we just go to the end here and do tribal council. Find out that Daisy has the idol. Pat Tad has the idol. Now, will any of them use it to get one step further in a game where they have made the final 13? The answer is nope. No one uses an idol. We're going in just raw votes, deciding who goes where, chat. First vote, Memories. That's 1 vote, Memories. Memories, that's 2 vote, Memories, 11 votes left. Could this be a unanimous vote at final 13? Nope, it's not, because now we got 1 vote Daisy, 4 votes Memories, 2 votes Daisy, 4 votes Memories. That's 3 votes Daisy, 4 votes Memories. Oh my God, Daisy had an idol. 5 votes Memories, 3 votes Daisy, 6 votes Memories. First member of the jury, Memories. Thanks for the memories, but it's time to go. Now, 3 people did vote Daisy. Daisy with balls of steel here, not using the idol, holding it down, only getting 3 votes. So going into the final 12 with an idol, huge. The 3 people that voted Daisy were Owie, Memories, and Jill. All right, now let's proceed to the final 12. And so there are 2 idols at the final 12. There's a bunch of final 2s. Not much else to separate people. Let's go in to the reward challenge, which does not matter all that much. It is the Tuk Tuk reward, though. And Keith's avatar is not at the Tuk Tuk reward, which makes me incredibly sad. All right, immunity challenge time. Reality Alley isn't going anywhere. Channeled that energy and is now into the next round. Meanwhile, you got Daisy and Pat Tat with the idols. Let me just quickly see. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of that. So I'm just going to go tribal here. I think that's the setting I turned on as reasoning and targets. And I'm realizing that was a mistake. I feel like it's giving away too much. All right, let's go to tribal council now. As Daisy has an idol, Pat Tat has an idol, and Ali has the immunity necklace. No one stands up. So again, no idols are being used. We are raw dogging the votes once again. First vote, T. Lindy. That's 1 vote, T. Lindy. Second vote, Rye Guy. 1 T. Lindy, 1 Rye Guy. That's 2 votes, Rye Guy. 1 T. Lindy. We are tied again. 2 votes, T. Lindy, 2 votes, Rye Guy. Rye Guy takes the lead again with a 3rd vote. T. Lindy now tying up. We got 6 votes left. Very close. Rye Guy, 4 votes. T. Lindy, 4 votes. 4 votes left. That's Rye Guy with the 5 votes. T. Lindy with the 5 votes. That's Rye Guy with 6. T. Lindy with 6. And we have a tie. We're re-voting. You cannot vote for each other. So you two don't get to vote. Everyone else gets to re-vote. So now that they know there's no idol in play, Rye Guy gets 1. T. Lindy gets 1. Rye Guy gets 2. Rye Guy gets 3. T. Lindy gets 2. T. Lindy gets 3. T. Lindy gets 4. Rye Guy gets 4. Okay, we need to relax. We need to relax. 2 votes left, and it's neck and neck. T. Lindy with 5. 1 vote left, and the 9th person voted out is T. Lindy. We do not go to rocks today, but Rye Guy barely surviving, and T. Lindy, the tribe has spoken. That was very close. Who switched? Owie voted for Rye Guy and then re-voted to T. Lindy because Owie didn't want to get a deadlock and rocks because Owie doesn't like fun. That's not me saying it. The game said it. So that's on Owie. That's on Owie. All right. Everyone else, though, looks like they voted the exact same way they did the whole time. It was only 1 flip. That was it. All right. Boom. We get to the final 11, chat. Final 11 here. And first things first, only 3 alliances remain. Rob with 2 Bs and 2 of them. I have to imagine Rob with 2 Bs is now your front runner. With Daisy and Pat Tad, specifically Pat Tad also with that alliance having some staying power with the idol in play. You've got a spa reward being dished out. Pat Tad wins immunity and gets to hold on to the idol for now. Rye Guy does find the advantage, which is a vote steal, and can keep it until the final 5. So there you go. So we can move on to the Tribal Council. And at Tribal Council, Daisy has the idol. Pat Tat has the idol. Rye Guy has the vote steal. And Pat Tat has the immunity necklace. Will anyone use an idol? Nope. We read the votes. First vote, Reality Alley on the board. Second vote, out of nowhere, Victoria gets the vote after being very quiet in the game. Victoria is getting a second vote here to Reality Alley's 1. We are tied once again. 7 votes left, and it's a deadlock. It's now 3 votes for Reality Alley, 2 for Victoria. Make it 4 votes for Reality Alley, 2 for Victoria. We are getting close again to the neck and neck. Victoria has 3. Victoria has 4. There are 3 votes remaining, and we are tied once again. Victoria gets 5. We have 2 votes left. It is tied once again with 1 vote left. Oh my God. Okay. By a vote of 5-4. Reality Alley, the tribe has spoken. Wow. We are a tribe divided, chat, at this merge. A tribe divided. Reality Alley has been yeeted out. The people who voted Reality Alley were Miss Nikki, Walling, Victoria, Jill, and Ryguy, and Daisy. All right, so there we go. Owie, Lizzie, Rob, Pat Tad, and Allie had voted for Victoria. Okay, interesting stuff at the final 10. Final 10, there's two idols and a vote steal in the game. You've got two alliances now, with Pat Tad and Lizzie having an alliance and then having a bigger group with Owie and Rob with 2 Bs. So there we go. That's 2 alliances left in the game, a final 2 and a final 4. So you got to imagine these 4 are going to be in lockstep for the entirety of this game now. Group 2 wins reward. Congratulations to them. Then we go to the immunity. Pat Tad wins immunity again. So Pat Tad is not only safe, has an idol, and also has used an idol once this game. Is Pat Tad just going to win all the way to the end? We'll find out. All right, we're going to just go to tribal because, again, we're trying to get the suspense kept here. We got Daisy with the idol, Pat Tad with the idol, Ryguy with the steal a vote, and Pat Tad with immunity. Is anyone going to use an immunity idol? We do. Daisy uses it on Victoria. Says, no, you know what, Victoria? You nearly went out last time. I'm not letting any more votes land on you. And so, any votes casting on Victoria will not count. We will read the votes. First vote. Owie, 1 vote Owie. Miss Nikki, that's 1 vote Owie, 1 vote Miss Nikki. Ryguy, that's 1 vote Owie, 1 vote Miss Nikki, 1 vote Ryguy. Owie, 2 votes Owie. That's 2 votes Ryguy, 2 votes Owie, 1 vote Miss Nikki. Ryguy takes the lead, 3 votes Ryguy, 4 votes Ryguy. Ryguy, the tribe has spoken. With 7 votes Ryguy, 2 votes Owie, 1 vote Miss Nikki, and an idol used and burned on Victoria here. Well, let's see who voted where. So Ryguy was the 1 vote on Miss Nikki. The Owie votes were Victoria and Daisy. Daisy used the idol on Victoria, and they both voted out Owie, but everyone else on the tribe had other plans, and Ryguy, your time was time to go. All right, now let's move on over to the final 9. Why did you burn your idol? No idea. No idea. You may have thought the votes were on Victoria, so y'all wanted to get out Owie, but they lied to you and put the votes on Ryguy. All right. Meanwhile, here, you've got a final 3 with Pat Tad, Rob, and Lizzie, and Pat Tad and Lizzie continuing that final 2, and Pat Tad has an idol. Everything's coming up Pat Tad right now. Jill wins the reward, shares it with Owie and Miss Nikki. And Jill wins immunity, and Walling finds a clue to the hidden immunity idol. Walling also been silent for most of the game, now pulling up here. All right, you've got Pat Tad with the idol, Walling impressing the rest of the team. All right, let me just quickly see how far down I can go before the, before the individual targets we can check. So Rob with 2 Bs leaves this alliance of 3, meaning Pat Tad and Lizzie just have a final 2 now. And then meanwhile, Daisy, Victoria, and Miss Nikki, the 3 people involved in some schematics last time, in an alliance now. Let's go to the tribal and see what the votes are, though. We have an idol, we have immunity and an idol. And hold on. Oh, Ryguy had the steal a vote and didn't use it. So that's why that's gone now. All right. If anyone has an idol, they do, but they don't use it. It's vote time. First vote, Owie. That's 1 vote Owie. Second vote is Rob with 2 Bs. 2 votes Owie, 1 vote Rob with 2 Bs. We are tied again, 2 for 2. That's 3 votes Rob, 2 votes Owie, 4 votes left. And Rob, I'm sorry, you're the 12th one voted out, 7 votes against you, 2 votes for Owie only. The 2 people that voted Owie were Lizzie and Rob with 2 Bs. That final 2 is now, was that the final 2? No. But Rob left the final 3, and that's where we got here. Okay. There we go. That's your final 8, chat. That's the final 8. And that's the alliance chart. Lizzie and Pat Tad with the final 2, Miss Nikki, Victoria, and Daisy with the final 3, and Pat Tad with the immunity idol. Owie wins the reward, shares it with Pat Tad, Miss Nikki, Jill, and Walling, and then the immunity is won by Walling, who also had a clue to the immunity idol. I don't think has found it yet, but Pat Tad also wins immunity. Pat Tad has won every immunity except for the first one. So I'm like, Oh, no. Pat Tad didn't win the last one, though. So to me, the fact that Pat Tad won 2 in a row and got 0 votes is incredible in the last round, and now has immunity again. All right. And Walling finds the idol. Okay. So now Walling has an idol. Pat Tad has an idol. Jill is impressing the rest of the team. Miss Nikki and Victoria bond. There is a new alliance of Pat Tad, Jill, Miss Nikki, and Owie. And Daisy's worn out but not given up. And then we can move over to the tribal council. All right. There are 3 idols. No, 2 idols and an immunity necklace on Walling's neck. And Pat Tad's neck. So the 2 people that have idols also have immunity. Life can be unfair sometimes, chat, but there is no fair in Survivor. All right, time to vote. I'm assuming neither of you are going to use these idols, and you do not. So let's move over. Welcome in, Patty. Hope you're doing well. All right, first vote. Daisy, that's 1 vote, Daisy. Owie, getting votes every tribal lately. 1 vote, Owie, 1 vote, Daisy. 6 votes left. That's the second one for Daisy. Daisy's name on the block once again. 5 votes to go. That's 2-2. 4 votes to go. Daisy gets another one. That's 3 votes Daisy, 2 votes Owie, 3 votes left. We are tied once again with 2 votes to go. Daisy gets a 4th vote. That's 3 Owie, 4 Daisy, 1 vote left. 13th person out, 6th member of the jury. That's Daisy. That's 5-3. That's enough, Daisy. Unfortunately, your game has ended here, but you did make it all the way to 8th place here. Now, Daisy, Victoria, and Walling had voted for Owie. You gotta imagine if Walling wanted Owie out, could have used the idol on Daisy, but maybe the read wasn't there. We don't know. But for now, let's proceed over to the final 7 here. And now we get to here. Walling has an idol. Pat Tad has an idol. Lizzie and Pat Tad have a final 2. Miss Nikki and Victoria have a final 2. And then Pat Tad, Jill, Miss Nikki, and Owie have a final 4, which is interesting because Pat Tad has a final 4 with these people without telling Lizzie, and Miss Nikki has the same situation without telling Victoria. Now let's see who gets reward. That is Jill, sharing it once again with Owie and Miss Nikki. The immunity is won by Jill, so Jill has immunity. There are 2 idols in circulation. None of those people have immunity. Could we see an advantage getting, perhaps? Owie and Pat Tad bond strongly. Pat Tad impresses the rest of the team, and Pat Tad rests at camp. Let's get to tribal. Pat Tad has an idol. Walling has an idol. Jill has immunity. It's time to vote. Are they going to use their idols? Oh, Walling has used the idol. Any votes cast against Walling will not count. Pat Tad once again says, I'm going to hold on to the company beast. Yes, Jill, the company beast. Pat Tad said, I'm not using my idol. Let's see where the votes are. First vote. Walling does not count. Could this be the first correct idol use of the season? Walling does not count. That's 2 votes. Walling does not count. Walling does not count. That's 3 votes out of 7. Does not count. Oh my God, the idol use was correct. That's Walling does not count. That's 4 votes Walling. None of them count. Walling! That's 5 votes Walling. Does not count. 2 votes to go. Oh my God. So Walling has made the final decision. 6 votes against Walling. None of them count. It's the final 7. So with the only vote of the night, the next boot is Victoria! Victoria, that's the final vote. You must go here. Unfortunately, the tribe has spoken against you here. And yeah, that's it. That's it. These alliances all locked in on Walling, and Walling did not give them the satisfaction. Victoria is the latest casualty of the game. We are down to the final 6. Hey, Victoria, don't say that. You were in final 2s. You were doing the thing. All right. Now we go to the final 6. Pat Tad has an idol. Pat Tad has a final 2 and a final 4. So essentially, Pat Tad has alliances with 5 of the remaining 6, because you count yourself in that and then the other 4 people. So everything's going right for Pat Tad. And Jill, once again, cannot stop winning immunity, so Jill is safe. Pat Tad has an idol. Owie has a major meltdown. And then Lizzie and Pat Tad bond strongly. we get to tribal. Final 6. Pat Tad is an idol. Jill has an idol. And Pat Tad uses the idol on Lizzie. Pat Tad does not have immunity here, worth noting, and has used the idol on Lizzie. Let's see how this shakes out. First vote. Lizzie does not count. Second vote. Lizzie does not count. Third vote. Miss Nikki. That's 1 vote, Miss Nikki. 3 votes left. That's Walling. 1 vote Walling. 1 vote Miss Nikki. 2 votes left. Another vote for Miss Nikki. That's 1 vote Miss Nikki. Sorry, 2 votes for Miss Nikki. 1 vote Walling. 1 vote left. 2 votes for Lizzie. Did not count. And what would have been a 2-2 tie is now a 2-2 tie between Miss Nikki and Walling. They're going to revote. And so let's see how that plays out. First vote, Walling. Second vote, Walling. That's Miss Nikki. 1 vote left. 8th member of the jury, Walling. You gots to go. You survived with that huge idol play. You were responsible for Victoria leaving single-handedly, but they were not willing to risk that happening again. So there you go. And so once again, Owie flipped. Owie flipped. Everyone else stayed the course. Owie flipped it because Owie said, I do not want to go to rocks. So it is what it is. And we can now proceed to the final 5. We've got Owie, Lizzie, Miss Nikki, Jill, and Pat Tad at final 5. Pat Tad has an alliance with everybody remaining. The question is, who are you most loyal to? We'll find that out. Jill wins immunity. Jill has been immune for the last 5 rounds, it feels like. So congratulations to Jill. We can go over and see what's going on here. Chaos happens as Owie and Miss Nikki have a huge fight. Miss Nikki leaves the alliance. Pat Tad is worn out but not giving up. We go to tribal. Jill has the immunity necklace. No idols in play. First vote, Miss Nikki. Second vote, Lizzie. 1 vote Lizzie, 1 vote Miss Nikki. 3 votes left. We got another one for Miss Nikki. Miss Nikki is the latest casualty of the game. That's enough. Vote was 4-1. Miss Nikki, they had you on an island and they took you out, leaving Owie, Lizzie, Jill, and Pat Tad in the final 4. All right. What a group. You know what's fucking not hilarious? There were 2 people I highlighted out the gate to be like, you do not want to be these 2 avatars. Those 2 avatars are in our final 4, meaning at least one of those avatars is in our final 3. Wild. And also Jill didn't even get a wheel spin. Wu was the last pick. What a time. All right, let's go. All right. It all comes down to this. Can Jill win another immunity and just skip over to the final tribal council? Pat Tad says, no, I win this time. So you got to imagine they might be looking into, okay, so Lizzie's targeting Owie, Owie's targeting Lizzie, and then Pat Tad is targeting Jill. So everyone's targeting everyone, and it is absolutely chaotic. So let's just go to tribal council and see how this plays out. First vote, Jill. 1 vote, Jill. 1 vote, Lizzie. 2 votes left. Oh my God. So everyone received a vote at final 4. We have 1 vote left. There cannot be a tie at this stage. So one person is about to go home in a 2-1-1. And that person is Lizzie. Lizzie, you are out here. Owie receiving 1, Jill receiving 1. So Owie, Jill, and Pat Tad are our final 3. Lizzie, the tribe has spoken in a very dramatic 2-1-1. You went out with Owie and Jill voting for Lizzie, while Pat Tad was looking to vote out Jill and Lizzie was looking to vote out Owie. The 2 of them got together and made sure that they were both in the final 3. Okay. And now we go to final tribal council. This is the makeup of our jury and our group. You've got Lizzie, Memories, Miss Nikki, Robatubies, Walling, Victoria, Ryguy, Daisy, Reality Alley, and T. Lindy as our jurors. You got Owie, Jill, and Pat Tad in our final 3. All right, now we proceed. Okay, I think it's just going to give us the winner immediately, chat. Should I not let you see this yet? Hold on. No, because I think it's just going to show us. I don't think it's going to show us the votes first. So I think we're just going to have to it doesn't. It does the votes. Okay, then let's do that. All right. First vote, Owie. 1 vote, Owie. Pat Tad got 1 vote. Jill got 1 vote. And then based on the little bit we see here, you can see that Jill has received 2 votes to Pat Tad's 1 and Owie's 1. Owie receives a 2nd vote. So now Owie has 2, Jill has 2, Pat Tad has 1. Pat Tad has 2. We are tied 2 to 2 to 2 with how many jurors total? 10? So 6 votes down, 4 votes to go. That's Jill. 3 votes Jill, 2 votes Pat Tad, 2 votes Owie. Another one to Owie. That's 3 votes Jill, 3 votes Owie, 2 votes Pat Tad. Oh my fucking God. We have 3 votes Owie, 3 votes Jill, 3 votes Pat Tad, 1 vote left to determine the winner of the competition, of the $25 gift card, and of the wildest Brantsteele ending one could ever imagine. Warm and hearty congratulations goes to, well, actually, 70 of you got into the marbles. 20 of you made it to the Brantsteele. 3 of you here, each with 3 votes. The winner is Pat Tad. Congratulations, Pat Tad, on the W. Very close contested competition between the 3. Hearty congratulations. Let's see who voted where. So Lizzie went with Jill. Memories went with Owie. Miss Nikki went with Pat Tad. Robert Tubies also went for Owie. Walling went for Pat Tad. Victoria went for Jill. Rye Guy went for Owie. Daisy, Allie, and T. Lindy ultimately all voted. Sorry. T. Lindy voted Jill. Allie and Daisy voted for Pat Tad. Very close game. Now, let's see who the fan favorite was for the season. Miss Nikki, congratulations on winning the fan favorite award. Let's see the stats here. Let's see. There's the placement. We're looking for the stats. So yeah, ultimately, Pat Tad won the most immunities. And then followed by Jill, who won 3 immunities. We then had 2 idols found by Pat Tad, 1 by Walling, 1 by Jill, 1 by Daisy. The most votes received was by Rye Guy with 17. Memories, T. Lindy had 14 apiece. Ultimately, Pat Tad had received 1 vote against, as did Jill. Jill received only 2 votes against. The most strategic in the game were Pat Tad at first, Lizzie in second, Jill at third. All right. Well, there you go, chat. There you go. Now, Pat Tad, you got to let me know what gift card are you looking to get? Or what are you looking to get? What would you like? Do we get to run audience favorite? I cannot run a 20-person poll. That can't happen. But I hope y'all had fun with that. I hope you had fun with that, chat. Probably Applebee's. I think I could definitely arrange for that. I think that's doable. Pat, you also were in the giveaway for the Miss Teddy, right? If you just go to our whispers, use that same form and give me your email address. So I'm pretty sure I can send you a gift card, like a digital gift card. So, hey, I'm glad y'all had fun. So we have to do a couple things here, chat. One thing is, we're going to spin this wheel and see what comes next. What is on deck for tomorrow? And let's do that first so we can plan that out and then we can talk. So let's do that and then we can talk. Miss Teddy giveaway tonight. Mods, are you in here? Because we can do that. But let me spin this first. That's more. I need to plan this out first. So let me prioritize this. And then if there's no giveaway tonight, that's fine. We can run one tomorrow. I think I'm okay with doing that as well. All right. How about a stream worn hoodie? I'm not giving y'all one of my hoodies. They're my hoodies. Hell nah. These are special to me, chat. Come on. All right. All right, let's do this over here. And let's spin the hoodie. It's a hoodie. Let's spin the wheel, shall we? So tomorrow's stream is going to be all right. Steph and Russ, a while ago, I lost a marble bet to y'all, and there was a game you said I should be playing. Message me on the side. Let me know what that game is. I'll get it, and we'll run it tomorrow. If I remember correctly, I was told it's not going to take that long, so I think let's do the stream at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Tuesday, right? Let's run 8 p.m. Sorry. Yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Them's the plans. Okay? Them's the plan. 8 p.m. tomorrow. Is it a spooky game? I do not think so. No. All right. That's easy done. Spooky game tomorrow. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Gen X-Men just went live, the one that everyone thought was on 49. I did see the rumor mill for her, yes. I still owe Scally a game. I mean, Scally needs to tell me what the game is. I don't owe Scally a game until I get a game name from Scally. You know what I mean? All right, chat. So tomorrow we will run a second giveaway. We'll do 2 Miss Teddy giveaways tomorrow for the price of 1. Pat Tad, I will be sending you the gift card. Make sure you let me know if you get it when I send it. I'll message you when I send it, basically. But yeah, I hope y'all had fun. That went a lot faster than I anticipated, which is good. I do have a podcast coming real soon, so I'm gonna go prep for that. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, chat. I really do appreciate it. Everybody who resubbed today, I do appreciate that. New followers, welcome in. I'm recording 90 Day with Annabelle. The latest episode dropped, and we are ready to record that. So that should be dropping tonight, hopefully. So that'll be quickly done and dusted. So yeah, that's the plan.